Welcome to the tutorial on decoders. Before we define what is a decoder, we need to understand the need or the use of a decoder. In olden days, printers were used like the typewriters, and if you wanted to print an alphabet A, the wheel turned, brought the A key up, which then was struck on the paper. Whereas these days, if you want to print a letter or an alphabet, the letter is encoded as 8-bit codes inside the computer, and when a particular combination of bits that encodes A is detected, we would want to activate the output line corresponding to that alphabet A. So to do this detection, we make use of the decoder. So as a general idea, what we can say is that given a k-bit input, to detect which of the 2 to the power k combination is represented, what we do is we produce the 2 to the power k outputs, and only one of which is equal to 1 will give us the right answer. So this is the general idea of a decoder. Now coming to what is a decoder block. Now the decoders are common enough that we want to encapsulate them and treat them like a individual entity. So a decoder block provides abstraction, meaning it can be represented in the form of a block. So we can use the decoder as long as you know its truth table or the equations without knowing exactly what is there inside it. And not only that, it makes the diagrams simpler by hiding the internal circuitry, and it also simplifies the hardware reuse, and you don't have to keep rebuilding the decoder from the scratch every time you need it. And this is one of the most commonly used block in the communication process, and these blocks are used like functions in programming. So it is one of the most useful block. Similarly, you will be studying encoders in the further tutorials, but remember, it acts like a representation, and because of the various advantages, it can be represented as a block. Now coming to the exact definition of a decoder. Decoders are a class of combinational logic circuits that convert a set of input variables representing a code into a set of output variables representing a different code. In order to show the relationship between the output and the input codes, we can express it in the form of a truth table. So the encoded information is presented as n inputs producing 2 to the power n outputs, and the 2 to the power n output values can range from 0 to 2 to the power n minus 1. Decoders usually have inputs in order to activate or enable the decoded outputs based on the data inputs. So in this particular tutorial, when we are discussing, we do not use the enable input pin. One of the most commonly used decoders is the NS2 2 to the power n decoder block, which is shown here, and this logic design has n inputs and 2 to the power n output lines, and you can see that enable inputs are also provided in order to activate the decoder. So what we need to understand here is that only one of the 2 to the power n output line will go high or response to a given input combination of values on its n input lines. So for example, if I consider n to be equal to 2, then 2 to the power n will give me a value of 4. So I can call it as 2:4 decoder. So next we will see few examples. So first example, we have 2:4 binary decoder. So we have two inputs represented as A and B and four outputs represented as Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. The truth table for the 2:4 binary decoder is shown. So we can observe that for each input combination, only one of the output lines is at logic 1, and that is being highlighted in the green color in the truth table. So the implementation of the truth table can be written in the form of equations: Q0 to be equal to A bar B bar, Q1 to be equal to A bar B, Q2 to be equal to AB bar and Q3 to be equal to AB. And we can draw the circuit diagram for the 2:4 line decoder using the NOT gates and the AND gates. As a second example, we have a 3:8 decoder, and we have three inputs represented as lowercase abc and 8 inputs represented as y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6 and y7. The corresponding truth table is also shown, and you can see that at any instant of time, only one of the output line is at logic 1 for each input combination. So in this particular case, I am going to represent the expressions for each of the output variable y0 till y7, which is obtained from the truth table, and I can draw the corresponding circuit diagram looking at the expressions. So if you observe the circuit, you can see that we make use of the NOT gate and the AND gate. Now coming to decoders as minterms or maxterms generators. So let me explain this concept with an example where I consider a 2:4 decoder which can be used to generate the minterms or the maxterms. And for a 2:4 decoder, I know that the output in decimal notation can be either 0, 1, 2 and 3. Therefore, a two variable Boolean expression can be realized using a 2:4 decoder and a OR gate. So you can see that for a 2:4 decoder, you have two inputs and four outputs. So let me consider a simple example of an expression which is given by Q is equal to f of a comma b to be equal to summation m 0 comma 3. So this is a minterm expression which is represented in shorthand. And to realize this, what I can do is that I can use a decoder representing the inputs and the outputs, and because my minterms had 0 and 3, so I am going to use an OR gate to connect the decimal notations 0 and 3 to represent the output Q. This method of representation is very useful when you are generating multiple functions from the same set of input variables. Another advantage of using the decoder to realize the combinational functions is that the number of ICs needed is reduced. In the next example, we have the expression x is equal to f of a b c, which is equal to summation m 0, 3, 5, 6 and 7. Clearly, this is a 3 variable function and we can make use of a 3:8 decoder, which can be used as a 3 variable minterm generator. So this will generate the minterms by decoding the input variables. So in order to do the simplification, what we will do is we will make use of the Karnaugh map, that is a 3 variable Karnaugh map, and we will try to group the minterms. After grouping the minterms, we will obtain the simplified expression, and from the simplified expression we will try to draw the 3:8 decoder implementation using the decoder and the OR gate, and we will also draw the logic gate implementation. So one major observation that you can do is that the logic gate implementation looks more complex when compared to the decoder implementation. For the expression x is equal to a bar b bar c bar plus ac plus bc plus ab.